Good afternoon, Netroots. My name is Carlos Guillermo Smith, and I am a proud, progressive, liberal, feminist, gay Latino. And I come to you from my city beautiful, Orlando, to represent Equality Florida, our state's largest LGBT civil rights organization, and to represent our community and our people who have been devastated by the hate crime massacre at Pulse that took 49 of our friends on June 12th. Since that time, Orlando came together in solidarity to show the world exactly what it means to be Orlando United. We've shown what it means with our hearts. We've shown not only does Orlando still have a pulse, but in the wake of unthinkable tragedy, Orlando bleeds together. Yes, together we bleed red, white, and blue. And don't forget that we also bleed rainbow colors together. That's Orlando United. And if there's anything that I've learned about what has happened to us, it's that we can't let fear divide us. No, in Orlando, we rejected calls from those who wanted us to turn against our Muslim neighbors. In Orlando, LGBT and Latino and Black and Muslim, we all stood together in opposition to the intolerance and discrimination and the hate crimes that our communities continue to face. Hate crimes that are on the rise against Muslim Americans and against transgender women of color and unarmed Black men and women, and unfortunately, against law enforcement. Folks, that hate, bigotry, racism, and intolerance, it is our common enemy, and we must fight to eradicate it today. We've all been through so much over these last several weeks. And last Sunday night, I found myself back at the memorial of flowers and picture frames that the Orlando community has formed to remember the 49 victims of the Pulse shooting. I was alone, and again, I was caught up in emotion and grief. And by sheer coincidence, 1,000 Black Lives Matter protesters converged onto the memorial at that very moment. And before I knew it, these 5 young Black women, these angels, these strangers, were holding me tight in their embrace, and we all cried together in grief and in frustration over what's happening to all of us. I don't know their names, but I do know that we have so much more in common than we have different. All of our communities, we need to stand with one another to build the path forward. Our generation, our people, will not sit by in silence as our cities take turns coping with another mass shooting or new incident of gun violence or brutality. Thoughts and prayers sure as hell ain't enough. It's time we take action to eradicate all phobias. We need to fight to end homophobia and transphobia. We need to fight to end xenophobia. And I know my Muslim brothers and sisters can hear me when I say we need to fight to end Islamophobia today. And it's because this hatred and bigotry and racism is killing us. And it's guns and weapons of war on our streets and in the hands of people who shouldn't have them that have made this hate and bigotry so deadly. And I'm here to tell you that the LGBT community is joining the fight for gun safety, that even as we mourn and we heal from these tragedies. We will join our Latino and Black and African American brothers and sisters who've seen their own communities plagued by gun violence to say that we won't let mass shootings and gun violence become normalized. We won't let the profits of gun manufacturers and the NRA take precedence over the lives of our families. And we won't let inaction by politicians to allow the most hateful and bigoted to wreak havoc and slaughter our communities. We will send our message loud and clear this November that love trumps hate. And we won't let that hate divide us. No vamos a dejar que este odio nos divida. Juntos somos fuertes. Together we are Orlando strong, and we stand with the 49. Thank you, Netroots.